So today I want to talk to you about something that I've been recently kind of walking through, and I first want to make a disclaimer right away that as usual, this is my own personal story, and I understand that, you know, the way things that affect me and my body and my circumstances aren't always going to be the same as yours. And if anything, this video is to, like most of my videos, is to encourage you guys and to encourage you guys to keep pressing forward regardless of your current circumstances. And so today I am going to talk about me healing from COVID and what that has looked like for me and just kind of what I'm walking through. I'm not going to get super into the details because more than anything, you will see that I want to encourage you through this, all right? So, also, I'm not going to give dates or anything like that. I'll just say this. I still have lingering effects of COVID yet, and I wasn't expecting it to last this long, okay? So a while back, I got COVID along with some other of my family members, and for me personally, within my family and community, I noticed that it looked different for everyone. You know, a couple of my kids, they didn't hardly have any symptoms besides like headache and some throat pain and some different things. Whereas another one of mine had no symptoms at all. But for me, unfortunately, and I was not surprised, you know, due to having PPPD and vestibular migraine, that it really amped up a lot of my other symptoms. And so just to give you a general idea, and it's gonna kind of sound funny because it's going to sound just like, you know, a lot of these conditions that with, you know, the symptoms that we deal with, except it really fueled it for me. Let's put it that way. So I just wrote down a few things here. Oh my gosh, it increased the dizziness a lot for me. That was one of the first symptoms, because even though I have 24/7 dizziness yet, it's like a background noise. It's not like, I'm not feeling like I'm going back and forth like this so severe anymore. It's just I have it in the background, and sometimes I feel this bobbing sensation in my head. But this dizziness was different with COVID for me. Like, I felt the kind where things, it's not full on vertigo where things are spinning, but it was kind of like I'm falling and turning to the side. Like I felt like I was dropping, is how I experienced it, which I knew I was dealing with something a little bit different than the normal dizziness that I deal with. And so that was what I first encountered. Something was going on along with really bad headaches, but it was different than the normal headache / migraine that I deal with. And so that was kind of the start of it for me. And within a few days, I actually got pretty sick. Was bedridden for a while there because to me, it felt like a severe case of flu, you know, and, you know, with the body aches and the pain and the fatigue and the dizziness. And, you know, what really made it different compared to the flu for me, though, was I did have complete loss of taste or smell and trouble breathing. I've never in my life had trouble breathing like this, with a condition like this. I should say, you know, back when I first got sick back in 2017, I had trouble catching my breath, you know, but it was more of an anxiety thing because of my sensory system overloading. But this was definitely different. I could tell it, like I legit was having issues with my lungs getting enough air. And so I want to say this, I feel to interject a little bit here quick. I want to say, because the thing is, unfortunately, I know of people that have lost family members due to COVID. Unfortunately, more than I would like. I recently also lost a family member. He was an older gentleman, and you know, so I just want you guys to also know, I felt I should have said this at the beginning. I'm not making light of this condition or anything like that, because like I said, it has taken people's lives, unfortunately. And you know, for me, I just kind of wanted to help with people more dealing with the vestibular stuff. So most of you that know me, you know my heart on this, you know, in general. So and that's why I kind of wanted to share my story, even though I know it's not as severe as like what, you know, some people go through out there and with their families and stuff. So my sympathies are very much with people that are going through it, where it's way more severe and you are being hospitalized. So I just felt to interject with that there. But like I was saying, I just wanted to basically talk about how, for me, it was tough because right prior to getting COVID, I was doing exceptionally well. I was doing upper cervical care, taking my supplements and all the things that I know that are personally really helping me at this point in my journey. And then I got hit with COVID. And for me personally, I know that I said that a lot, but you know, people out there like to, you just got to remember, this is my story, okay? I struggled with it because I was doing so well. Like, I felt like, man, my energy level is like the best it's been in over 3 years. My like drive and motivation, and I've been feeling so steady, and even visually things were getting better. And I'm like, you know, even I'm down to 1 prism in my glasses, and I'm like, man, things are awesome. Things are going so well, and they still are. I'm just having a little bump in my road right now due to COVID. I have lingering effects yet of, I still have a hard time breathing at times. And also, I do not fully have my taste or smell back yet, which that is not severe to me. It was just quite a bummer, you know, obviously for enjoying food and whatnot, but, and also fatigue, you know. Well, actually there's more. It's funny because it's like when you deal with so many symptoms on a daily basis, you're like, it's hard to almost gauge what's what, but you know, I am more dizzy. I do have some more fatigue yet, but it's not as bad as when I was in the thick of it with COVID. I'll put it that way. So here's the thing. Even though I'm weeks out from it, I don't know exactly how long it's been, I've really had to watch my thoughts more than ever right now, because the thing is, when you have been on a good run and things were good, you know, feeling really good for so long, and then all of a sudden something comes and you start declining in your health, it's really hard to remember, oh hey, no, I actually was doing really well, and I have to remember that, because this is gonna pass down here, you know. And I have to remember everything that I've learned all these last years, that, you know, I have to remember, like, don't stay in a state of defeated. Like, I am not defeated, guys. I am not defeated. That is my message to you today as well, is just because you get sick with something, remember, you can come out of it. You aren't necessarily stuck in that state. And also, you have that choice of being like, you know, I have this and I'm just gonna wallow in it. You can't do that, you guys. You know, I'm pro, like, you, the way you think and the words you say and the way you go about your days ultimately is going to basically put you in the direction that you're going. And for me, my direction in life is healing. My direction in life is wholeness. My direction in life is that I am not going to be, you know, stay stuck in this state of sickness forever. Even though, yes, I'm in it 3.5 years, but the thing is, I'm nowhere near I was in the beginning. So this little bump in the road happened. Couldn't control it. It happened. It sucked. And, you know, like I said, I'm still dealing with lingering effects. But that is not how my body is going to stay. I am just moving on with my life. I'm learning to rest when I need to rest, but also be productive. Guys, I have exciting things coming up that I haven't even shared with you guys. I am starting a new business, actually 2 new businesses, and my brand is Sparrow Ground, and I'm just feeling direction and more purpose than ever. And the thing is, like, that's a whole other video in itself. But the thing is, guys, you guys can still do things in the midst of your illness, and, you know, in the midst of walking through a chronic condition, is you can still do things. You can still accomplish the things that you need to, you know, and so I want to leave you with this, that remember, don't stay in a state of being, you know, feeling defeated, because you're not defeated. We every single day ultimately have the choice to wake up and be like, I'm gonna do this today, I'm gonna slay it, and it's gonna be great. And even if I don't feel awesome, because this morning, like, yeah, I may look all put together and, you know, I'm giving you a motivational speech here, but the reality of it is I've got a lot of sensory things going on today, you know. But what's cool is, even though I'm feeling all of these things, I have so much excitement for the week ahead and the things that I've got going on in my life. And, you know, that really ties into neuroplasticity and retraining your brain. And guys, that is where healing happens. It truly, truly does. So I don't want to ramble any longer, but I just want to encourage you that if you do end up getting COVID, and, you know, like I said, every case is different. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video. I had family members who, you know, tested positive but didn't have any symptoms. Some didn't hardly have any. You know, mine was a little bit worse, but then, you know, I get it. There are people that are in the hospital because of it. But the reality of it is, a lot of us will make it through it. A lot of us can overcome it, you know, and don't let yourself feel defeated and majorly set back by it, because the thing is, it's just a bump in the road, just like anything else, you know, and you got to remember that and keep moving forward. So I love you guys. If this video is helpful, per usual, please give it a thumbs up. Let's chat down in the comments, because that's just always healthy for other people to see too, that, you know, we're all human beings and we're all trying to, you know, heal. And guys, life is good. Believe it or not. I know this has been a year, but life truly is good, and it's a gift from God, and we should be so thankful for what we're giving on a daily basis. So anyways, done rambling. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.